exist. Officially, they don't exist. There's no such thing as a conspiracy at all. And you'd be mad or a communist to believe that. Why the government have dozens of laws against conspiracy? Because there's no such thing as conspiracies. The idea, I'm quoting a guy, I forget his name. He goes back to the 50s and 60s in America. He wrote a very good paragraph. He said, the idea that the rich and powerful of the world are not manipulating things to their advantage is absurd. If you believe that, you're the equivalent of a retard, an infantile moron. You deserve to be in the care of the state, which is exactly what they want, by the way. So if you believe that the rich and powerful people of the world are doing nothing at all malevolent, suspicious, or underhand, you are a total moron and you should be sectioned because you're mentally unwell. And if there's anybody not signed up to that listening, I mean you. I really do. Any members of the public out there, I'm not really a persuasive kind of guy. I'm not here to try and protest in the hope that the rest of the world join me. I think the rest of the world are my problem. The people who believe the government, the people who think there's no conspiracies, they're a danger and a threat to my life. And I hold them in utter contempt for every piece of drivel they repeat to me. Freedom! Is that what we want? Freedom! Sometimes I'm confused about freedom. When I watched those people in Hong Kong trying to get rid of the communist overlords from China so they could go back to watching 4K television and selling the copper rights to Brazil to their friends in the city of London. I'm a bit confused about what freedom meant to those people. They seem to want freedom to go on raping the planet and destroying my world so that they can live on a penthouse pad and wear a suit and go and eat sushi. That's not the kind of freedom I'm for. I'm not for the freedom for corporations to run rampant around the world destroying my planet and telling me that it's my fault and I have to recycle my garbage. I'm not for that kind of freedom. I'm for an autonomous zone of independence at my house. That's right. I'm for your freedom and my freedom to disagree with each other. Your freedom and my freedom to hold opposing views and to behave differently, to be different, to live different lives without other people interfering with them. And when I say other people, I do mean the government, the council, that guy in the high-vis suit next to the parking space at Tesco. Anyone at all. I have a mental illness. It's called I'm not doing what you tell me. The psychiatrists call it oppositional defiance disorder, but I think I'm just difficult. So, why protest? Why bother? Why are we here? One of the reasons I'm here is because it's nice to see that I'm not alone. And I hope you all feel that as well, because we're obviously not alone. There are quite a lot of people who don't believe the government. There are a lot of people who don't like what happened, what was done to us, and they're prepared to say so in public. Lest the rest of the world think that everybody's on board with this. Oh, it's great. We all believe the same stuff. I got locked up and it was great. I don't believe that. I didn't do that. And I think you're a moron if you do. And I'm here today to protest, to stand with other people who thought that was a bad idea, in the hope that these other people start to question reality. Wait a minute. There's people who didn't like that. There's people who don't want that. There's people who don't believe the government. That's right, there are. I don't actually believe protest is effective. I picked up some hitchhikers once. They were going to a G7 protest in Edinburgh. I said to them, where are you going? Oh, we're going to the G7 protest in Edinburgh. Oh, yeah? What are you going to do? Oh, we got some placards, going to shout some slogans, blow a whistle. Oh, they're laughing at you. They are. They're in an office somewhere. Somewhere there's an office in Whitehall and Washington. And the guy comes in and says, Mr. President, they're protesting again. And the president says, if that worked, we wouldn't let them do it. Meanwhile, imagine another scene. Let me paint a picture of what perhaps is the best thing that could come out of a protest before I go. The very best thing that could come out of a protest. Imagine that same office. The guy comes into the Prime Minister's office or the President's office. You're right there. Uh-oh. Mr. President, yeah, what is it? Are they protesting again? No. They've started a bank. They've started a co-op. They started a community interest company. They started a non-profit co-op. They formed clubs and associations and institutions and organizations, which mean they're no longer individuals whose rights we long ago stuck in the trash bin, by the way. It's great being an individual. I love being an individual. I think everybody should be an individual. The government likes you being an individual as well. Your house, your car, your bill, your rights. They're handing out rights to you like you should be thankful for them. Here's your right to freedom of speech. Oh, thank you. I don't need to be given rights. I can do whatever I want because I'm prepared to take the consequences. But individuals, I'm sorry to have to tell you, I really am. Individuals have no power and no rights. They will crush you under the roller coaster and steamroller of their giant will. And the best thing that could come out of this protest is more organizations, more cooperation, and more community. And finally, by the way, even though I don't think protest is effective, and I don't believe, ultimately, that small minorities of thought and philosophy win out, I think the masses are a tyranny that will go on forever. I would like to tell you this. Every day you fight is a win. Every day you stand up is a win. There's no such thing as ultimate victory. This is your win. Being here, doing this, today, in the present, right now, this is your win. Every day you fight is a victory. Thank you. I'll see you up there.
A bit of a precursor from Deek Jackson. Pretty cool, no? Oh my lord. Oh, my back. Thank you very much.
Testing, testing.
I don't know if it's raining or not, like fucking wind is blowing the rain out the trees. I actually think it's raining. Let me stand out. That was pretty cool getting a wee seeing Deek Jackson live. I wasn't expecting that, that's for sure. It was alright. I can figure out if it is raining or not. I don't think so. Anyway, alrighty Jeff. Jeffrey. How goes it, mate? Listen, buddy. I got to thank you for the donations for drinks when I was chatting to those girls. I never knew you done it, mate. I was in the pub and I never watched it back because I was a bit half canned and it was embarrassing watching it. But thanks for the donations, man. I don't know if I got them to shake their ass. Where are you getting the coffee from, man?
Eh?
Where are you getting the coffee?
Just in there, boss. Just in there.
How much is it? Is it
$2.50.
That's alright.
Just get one for fuel. I would ask you, mate.
That's alright, bud. That's alright, man. It's a wee Brucey bonus. Stay tuned, folks. I'm going to work the room.
How you doing? I need to speak to you later.